Although I do believe, and I think there's some pretty fine people who would disagree with me on this. I think that neuroweaponry and mind control technology, high tech mind control technology, has been much more successful in getting people to do things that are unnatural. And that is part of or integrated with what I call the great poisoning. So if you look at what the impact has been of the pharmaceuticals on our bodies and our
Sure.
ability to feel empathy, so I think whether it's the neuroweaponry or the chemical warfare, I think what has been done to people to dumb them down and make them stupid and make them, literally in a trance or not able to focus. So I don't know if you know this, during the litigation, I was poisoned. I think I told you I was poisoned 8 times. And when I first got tested, so in a heavy metals urine test, in the one I was taking, if you're more than, I think, 1.5 or 1.7 on lead, you're toxic. And I was a 47. In fact, when I finally realized I needed professional help. I couldn't figure it out by myself. But when I went to the nutritionist who helped me, she said, "Can you walk?" I said, "Yeah, I just got back from the gym." And she said, "It's a miracle you can walk." And but when you're that toxic, you cannot begin to deal with complexity the way you need to in this society,
True.
particularly in something that's sort of technocratic. And when I finally finished detoxing, and I now started to do more, I was down to 5. And what I have to tell you is, and I was toxic on all the other heavy metals, but when I finished, I was still toxic on lead, but not below the heavy test on all the others. My ability to deal with complexity skyrocketed. And I could never have been an investment advisor unless I had done that detox.
Right.
I
Well,
literally could not have dealt with the complexity.